I always like to share how I do a magic trick. And there's a magic trick I did many, many weeks ago. And I did explain how it was done, but we thought we'd record a video so you can practice at home. And it involves dice. Now, a dice is a cube with values on, okay? And there's 6 faces on a dice. So there's 6 values going from 1 to 6. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and finally 6. So if I was to put a dice on the table, you could try this at home. In fact, I'll put it on top of the hat. I think you might see it better. If I was to put a dice on the hat, I can't see the bottom face. So I would look around the dice. I can see a 6, I can see a 2, I can see a 4, I can see a 5, I can see a 3. The only one I can't see is a 1, so the 1 must be at the bottom. And that's what we call a process of elimination. Let's have a look. Is the 1 at the bottom? Yes, it is. But there is another way of doing it. You see the opposite faces of a dice. We say dice, but dice actually means more than one. The proper word for one of them is a die. But people often say dice whether they refer to one or more than one. So I'm going to use the word dice on this occasion. But the opposite faces of a dice always equal 7. So if I've got a 6 on here, how many more do I add on to make 7? 1. Correct. I have a 5 here on the opposite face. How many more to make 7? That will be a 2. And if I have a 4, the front face, how many more will there be on the back face to make 7? 4, 5, 6, 7. That will be a 3. So I can now put the dice on the table. This time I can see the top number is a 2. So I don't need to look at all the numbers. I just think, how many do I add on to 2 to make 7? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need 5 more, and there we are. 5 is a correct answer. So that's really easy with one dice. The problem comes when you have 2 dice like this. So I'm going to make a tower of 2 dice. So when I do this, work out all the hidden faces. I need to work out where the hidden faces are. So there's a hidden face at the bottom, which we can't see because it's on the hat. And there are 2 hidden faces in the middle. Can you see those there? You can't see what they are because they're touching each other. So there's 1, 2, 3 hidden faces. I can see the ones at the front. I can see those. I can see those as I work all the way around. I can see the top one. There we are. But I can't see the bottom one or the 2 facing each other in the middle. So the faces we need to work out the total of are the bottom of the bottom, the top of the bottom, and the bottom of the top. 3 faces. So I have a special strategy. I do 2 calculations. I know that each dice is worth 7 because we talked about that earlier. And I can see there are 2 dice. So all I have to say is 7 times 2. 7 is the magic number. 2 is the number of dice. 7 times 2 equals 7 lots of 2 equals 14. Now 14 starts my second sentence. Now there are 2 dice there. We can see all the ones around the edges, and we can also see the top one, and the top one happens to be a 5. So because we can see that, we take it away from 14. So we say 14, take away 5, equals, that's 40, so that's 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. You probably got there before me. Equals 9. So I think that those 3 hidden faces will equal 9. I wonder. Let's add them up. The 2 in the middle. 2 and 2 equals 4. Good. There's one more face to do. Remember the one at the bottom? 5 and 4 equals 9. So we were able to work out what those 3 hidden faces added up to without looking at them. And that's just as good as being a magician. Now, if you have dice at home, this is a fabulous trick to do. It's really good for practicing your maths, and it also shows you off as a brilliant magician. You may find the dice in some of the games that you have in the cupboard at home. If you take the dice out of the Monopoly set, please, whatever you do, before you go to bed, please put the dice back. Otherwise, when you go to bed, your adults at home won't be able to play Monopoly. My children have grown up and left home now, but when they were children, they'd get the dice out of games and they never ever put them back. It was terrible. I couldn't play Snakes and Ladders. I couldn't play Monopoly. I could only play Frustration. Anyway, I hope you have fun with this magic trick at home. Please, if you come back next week, let me know how you got on. Thank you very much indeed.